Hello everyone. I thought I'd do a video now on proportions following up from the pencil type video. Now I'm going to demonstrate with a same portrait that I used in the last video. So I'm just going to spin that round just so that you can see the proportions I've used and see if you can work out where the error is. So this is a picture that I used before. Let me just make sure I've got the whole picture on there, which I have. Now, with this particular portrait, I had to use 3 separate photographs. So I printed out a picture of Ruby, of Jessie, and of Lucy. I then wanted to fit them all onto one picture. So I knew that I wanted it on an A3 piece of paper. If I'd gone A4, I would have had to have gone a lot smaller with each dog, and I wanted it this size. So I had to work out where to start each dog. Now, the mistake, if you haven't spotted it already, is you notice that there's a nice gap there where Ruby ends the end of the page, and we've got all of her ear on there with a gap. The end where Lucy is, however, her fur is actually coming off the page. Now, if I'd known better at the time, I could have moved Lucy closer into Jessie. That way her fur would have come off and there would have been a void on the edge of the paper. Thus, the proportion of the picture would have been a lot better. Now, I'm quite pleased with the way the proportion is at the top. You know, their heads are not too far up. Their legs are also, the bottom, that's pretty okay. You could probably move it up a little bit. So maybe they could have come up a little bit higher here. But this is a good example of how you really need to work out what size paper, how big you want the picture, and where it's going to sit. If you're just doing a single image, so I'll give you a picture now as an example of my Auntie Wendy that I done for my mum. Make sure you've got that okay. Now this picture, I wanted the whole body. So I'm quite pleased with the gap at the top of the page here because her head's not too far up. And I wanted the body to flow off the page anyway. Now, had I wanted to do just the head and shoulders, I would have then moved the head and shoulder, the whole image down so that her head and shoulders was in the middle of the page. So you've got a gap here and a gap there. And I'm also quite pleased with the way she sits on the page. She's not too far to the left or right. She's not completely central, as you can see. But that is just an idea of what you need to think about when you're not only doing a portrait, but also printing. So when you're printing a picture, you need to make sure that you've got the whole picture. Sometimes when you print an image out, you can lose half the top of a head or the bottom part of the body that you wanted to draw. And then that way you're going to be following that same picture and then have the same problem. Or what I have done in the past is then have to make up the continuation of the top of a head of an animal. And that is really, really difficult to do. If you haven't got the full photograph, it is really hard to try and work out how big the top of the head, you know, how far up it goes. Equally, the bottom of a body. So it's really important to get the picture exactly as you want to draw or paint it, because then you've got the full image and you've got something really solid to work from. I hope this video has been helpful. Let's spin you back round. And I plan to do a pencil portrait course this year. So all the information I've give you is very basic in a quick 4, 5, 6 minute video. But by doing the course, you will get all the information and you will be able to do all the steps and finish a portrait at the end. It will be over several weeks. I'm going to be working on what we're going to be using, what we're going to be doing, and that will then decipher how many weeks that's going to go over. So I've already got an idea and I'm really excited to try it out, and I will keep you posted. Thank you for watching, and I will see you real soon. Thanks again. Bye.